Welcome, everybody, to our live show.
Wow, I try to move the lights, and we're casting more shadows on the back. So we welcome, everybody.
We're shadow casters.
It is May 13th, Wednesday, 5 o'clock Pacific time, 8 o'clock Eastern. And we're trying to do things a little bit different with our live shows.
Technically, it's 5:05.
More or less. So we're moving lighting around. We're going out into the living room instead of in the office. We're putting an intro, and I just realized when we were doing it that we were on the side instead of it being full screen. So we're trying different things. We're going to be changing our intro to make it a little bit more of, I don't know. I'm still working on the intro, basically. But welcome, everyone who's joining us. This is our cruise show tonight. As if you're not familiar, we alternate between cruising and Disney shows. And we are excited to have special guests on today. Fisher Funventures. David works. He's done cruises.
We need to bring him on.
We will in a minute. But they've also he's worked at Disney for almost 20 years, and he currently works at Legoland. So we have a lot of conversations through this, and you guys get a chance to get to know them. But Greg, a couple things. We did get some mail today, but why don't we welcome everyone who's in chat?
Let me go to the beginning here,
and I'll try to get my arms worked out today too.
Oh boy,
Speedo.
So we have Amanda Shows. She was the first one, so welcome. Sean and Casey on vacay mode. Random Cruiser. Anthony Simone. Flamingo Pam. Cruising for Food. Nautical Nurse Nancy. Michelle Bowen. Robert from Live with Favor. Get those hands going.
I'll do the thumbs.
Virtual Dinner Party, Cheryl Michaels, Sig Cruiser, Joyce Harder, Lucy MGM, Jeffrey Resendez, Amanda Shows. If I didn't say you, okay.
Number one.
Yep, I did. Okay, sorry. Well, welcome again. Let's see. More sunshine, please. Jim, welcome. Adventures of David and Aaron. Cruising Through Life with Al and Jenny. To Travel and Tour. I don't want to miss anybody.
Did you say Blaine?
I didn't get to him yet, but welcome, Blaine. Now you're going to throw me off. MGM Family Travel, Captain Akron 27, Richie and Vanessa Travel.
No, I'm off. My rhythm's off.
Yeah, well, show special features. Big Noah Mountain 5. I think I'm getting to the end here. Josh Odom. If I'm missing anyone, I'm sorry. Blaine 2007, Rally Creative Travel. And sorry, I'm trying to get to the end here. I don't want to miss anybody. Candy Mom 15, Kathy Mills, Jonathan Chong, Pepper Tree Villa, Papa Moza, Anthony Simone, Life Adventure Show, and the Ship Show. Welcome, everybody.
Welcome, guys.
Life Adventure Show, I think I just said. Rachel Loves Disney just came on, so welcome. Thank you for waiting for me to go through that whole list here.
Yes, it is always an honor when the Ship Show, one of them pops into our chats, because I know they have a huge productions. They are so amazing, and they go on right after us at 9 o'clock. If you guys haven't had a chance already to check their show out. So thank you so much, John, for joining us. Good luck on your show tonight. We'll definitely be popping over there. We're going to be bringing in Fisher Funventures here in a minute, but we did get some mail today. We have no idea who it's from.
With Care Bears on it.
So this is going to be...
That's awesome. That's retro.
Yeah, it is.
And it's taped.
So Life Adventure Show, if we didn't say hello, welcome, Joyce Harder. Welcome.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Do you need a pen?
That won't even get it. I have to break this tape open. Okay. That's interesting. I didn't know it was taped here.
Use your teeth.
No, thank you. Oh, wow. Oops. Okay. Sorry, I don't want to. It's like the jaws of life to open this thing. Sorry.
While we're going, Blaine, by the way, good job on your very first live stream the other day. Great job.
There is lots of
cool.
Glittery stars that I don't want to have fall all over the place here. So,
stickers.
Derick and Greggory just wanted to send a little extra pixie dust. Hope you're having a magical day today and every day. Sending you hugs and squishes.
Oh, our friend
Cargo. So, I got stuff stuck on my fingers here.
Our friend from the north in Canada.
Adventure is out there. So that's like from the movie Up. That is the movie Up.
Yeah. Thank you, Cargo.
Thank you. And we got little party stickers and some other little stickers. So that's really cool. Thank you very much. I'm just trying not to have the glitter go all over the place.
Amazing. Yeah, we definitely have plans when we go up to Buffalo to watch the Buffalo Bills play. We're going to meet her.
So let's introduce our guests.
Yep, we're going to show a little clip from them. So let me get ready to share the screen. And you guys can take a look at who Fisher Funventures is. And hopefully by then Greg won't still be making noise. Okay, it's not playing.
Rachel, I did say your name. Welcome.
Hey.
Yeah. Welcome, guys. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having us.
So when it says, let's take a peek at you guys have so many different... Oh, sorry.
But don't know what's playing in the background. I want to say thank you for being on our show. We really appreciate it. And I also want to say thank you very much to Papa Mozo. He said, Polo buddy, your friends with Sharon at sea. Wish blessings and peace on you.
You're so awesome.
And
thank you.
Also, Wanda, thank you very much, Sherry, for Fisher Funventures and D&G Explorers in one live stream. So thank you very much. I know Monarch Moments came in.
Robert from Life with Favor.
I think I did welcome him, but welcome again. And
Cargo joined us.
Cargo, we just opened up your mail with the jaws of life. That tape was a fun way to open up that piece of mail. So I think I got everybody. If I didn't, I'm sorry. Please let me know. But welcome everybody to our show.
Yes, thank you so much. Dave and Brandy's Excursions. I don't know if we said hello.
Welcome, Dave and Brandy.
Yep. Okay, so you guys, it took us 15 minutes just to get you on the screen. So I do apologize about that. And the Disney Nerd Herd has just joined us.
We were showing their wonderful video, though. That was awesome.
So
thank you.
This is going to be a fast-moving show because there's so much that we could probably spend like a 5-hour show just talking to you guys. So we thought we'd break it up. We're going to talk about cruises first, and then we're going to talk about your life at Disney, and then your current job and kind of what they have for plans of reopening. So
Hi, Mom,
looking forward to that. But David and Lorelai, thank you so much. I'm so honored to have you guys on our show, and thank you for coming on it.
Piglet Roo loves Disney. Come on, welcome. Chad Cruisers is here. Welcome.
Guys. All right, so let's talk a little bit about your cruises. Now, I understand that you've cruised around the world 7 times and that you only use Disney. Just kidding.
My God, 7 times?
Just kidding.
We don't have it like that.
All right. So let's, if you guys can talk about your cruising experience.
All right. Go ahead. You know more about it.
We started cruising with my parents. And, I mean, from the first cruise, we got hooked. We're absolutely hooked. And we cruise by ourselves. We cruise with our kids. And we cruise with our family and framily, our friends who have become family. We enjoy it. We enjoy everything about cruising. Yep. We could stay on the ship and not ever go into the ports and still have an awesome time. Of course, that's his favorite time is...
Love sea days.
Sea days. Yeah, absolutely.
My favorite sea day is the first day after embarkation day. That way you don't have to wake up so early. You can stay up late the night before, sleep in, just get the run of the ship. I love that day.
Mm-hmm. And the food.
I like the framily. Mm-hmm. You mixed family and friends. I hadn't heard of that before. Framily. That's cool.
So what's been your favorite ship so far?
Well, we have that in our place for the Sensation.
Sensation is an older, smaller ship, but it was our home port for such a long time and was such an easy ship to get onto, whether it was just a 3-night cruise or a 7-night cruise.
I say we can do this and walk around the ship and not bump into anything. We've been on it so much.
Pretty much. And it still had a lot to offer. It still does have a lot to offer. So we would definitely go on it again. But it's not for the fact that it's got so much that the big ships have. It's just that it's familiar to us and enjoyable to us.
So that is one of the questions I think people always ask. Do you like a bigger ship or a smaller ship? You guys obviously like the smaller ships. We prefer the bigger ones.
Really quick, I'm sorry. Disney Nerd Herders just came in. Tom Henry came in. Spiker's Crazy Adventures. And Michelle Brown, I don't think we welcomed you. And I said my mom is here also. So welcome, everybody.
Awesome. So you guys like the smaller ships because why?
It's more just intimate, I would say.
I get lost easily.
I think, you get some great service on the bigger ships as well, but it just seems more intimate, more personal on the smaller ships to me.
Now, the larger ships do have the better cast in the shows. It almost seems like the smaller ships are rehearsals. They're still good shows and they're still good entertainers, but it seems like the larger ships have the more animated and skilled performers.
There you go.
Without trying to be rude.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome to your opinion. It's fine. You're not being rude.
Flamingo Pam was saying that the Sensation was just refurbished this past January.
Ooh, okay. Guess we're gonna go back on it.
Yep, there you go.
We think that big ships and small ships or smaller ships have something to offer. Something different to offer. So smaller ones are more quaint, I think, and the bigger ones they can fit more in there to do, but it's not always the best because it might be more crowded and you might not be able to get to do everything. And if people don't like smaller ships as much, hopefully there aren't as many people on those ships, so you can see the whole ship and do everything.
Yeah, and I think we've always been lost no matter what ship we've been on for the first few days. And then you start getting, okay, this is where it is, and it's second nature to you. But the second and third days, we're like, oh no, wait, we're going the wrong way.
I don't think we've ever seen a whole ship before, like explored the whole ship to see everything because there's just not enough time. There's so many things that you want to do. I know we've missed some things on certain ships.
I think we did a pretty good job. The fantasy, there were still things. The Disney fantasy, it wasn't. But the NCL Escape, I thought we did a really good job doing that.
That was a really nice ship.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, the smaller ships are really good if you go on with children, because just like a school or daycare with a smaller school classroom group, your kids are going to get more attention, and that's definitely been a benefit for our kids.
Definitely.
I think.
You're right.
It's nice, but we've been on large ships too, and the Camp Carnival has been awesome, and they've enjoyed it. They still get nice attention.
Yeah, I think we've tend to like the larger ships more, just because there is more to do. But then they don't have everything that a smaller ship might have in it because they're trying to put all these other different things. So you get some extra things, but then you miss things that you're used to getting. So
yeah, we've only been on the Disney Magic is probably the smallest ship we've been in. Everything else has been 4,000 passengers. There is a question from Anthony Simone. Have you been on the Carnival Splendor?
No.
We've not.
No, we're not.
We haven't been on any Carnival yet either. Our first one's supposed to be next February, so
we broke down.
Hoping we get to go.
We broke down, and we decided to go to the dark side of cruising.
South side.
And we're actually very excited about it to just try a different one. I would tell you, the cost was about $2,100 for a balcony for both of us together. which is really good in terms of cost compared to the Disney Fantasy Cruise that we just went on, which was about $4,300. Yeah, there are perks that Disney includes in the cost of it, but both are 7 nights. And I was really surprised that the panorama was so cheap compared to it. Now, obviously, there's a lot of things going on. The time of the year, the time of the year that you're going, how far out we booked it. We booked it pretty early in when it was released, so those make big differences in terms of how much money you can save. But so for you guys have done Carnival, what is your passion for Carnival, and what would you recommend, or what would you tell someone who is not sure if they should sail Carnival, because a lot of the atmosphere or mindset is they're just a party ship, which is usually associated to the shorter cruises. What would you guys recommend for someone cruising Carnival and thinking about cruising Carnival if they've never done it before?
I would top to me is the customer service.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can say what you want to about Disney, and we love Disney, don't get me wrong, but a lot of people, I guess, they're scared because, oh, it's a bigger ship, or it's that fun ship, we're not going to get service. I think only maybe once or twice we've ever had anything where we're like, man, we should say something. But most of the time it's customer service, it's quality of the food. Wasn't shows at first. So the shows were pretty bad.
Their shows have definitely gotten better.
But the shows have gotten way better.
Gotten better. Yeah. But honestly, if you're going to cruise for the first time, you don't know that you're going to enjoy it. Carnival is it's the economy cruise, right? You're going to pay a lot less in most cases for a Carnival cruise. It's a great way to start cruising. I just got hooked on them, and I'm I'm just I'm platinum now. And I stick with Carnival because they keep offering me the benefits. So
that makes a big difference. I go to Vegas quite a bit, and we usually stay at New York, and they always gives us comp. We get a lot of rooms, either 3 or 4 nights comped. So it is. I mean, if you're getting those perks like that, it definitely is. They make it worthwhile for you to come back. So that's good. And I really like how Carnival has handled a lot of things through these times. I think they've done well with some of their decisions. I know during this time it's not always a perfect thing for everyone, but I do think they treat their clients, customers, passengers, whatever, well. So I'm actually looking forward to it. We have a lot of stuff going on through the chat, so thank you so much. We've also had additional people joining us. So Greg, do you want to welcome them?
I thought I was up to date.
Cool.
Chad, how am I gonna?
D&G Chow, who we haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah,
welcome.
D&G Chow, Chad Cruisers.
Richie and Vanessa Travel.
Yep.
Angie Pangie.
Life is good today. I didn't see Travels with Angie Pangie. Welcome.
Still on your gig.
Oh, sorry.
You missed your.
Sorry. I have to get caught up.
You missed your parade wave there. So yeah, welcome everybody, and I hope I didn't miss anyone.
All right, so
is it that time again?
Getting close to it. What is your favorite ports?
J&N Travels, welcome.
Welcome, guys.
We have a couple.
Half Moon Cay was always our favorite. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's
a great relaxing port. The waves and the beach aren't anything.
It's never really packed. You can stay up close if you wanted to be with the party crowd, or you could walk all the way down to the end of the beach if you want to be more secluded. They still have bar service that comes out to the beach, even all the way down to the end. They have excursions there, and they're all really well priced.
I would say the best port for us excursion-wise and just beauty, our newest is Amber Cove.
Oh.
Dominican Republic, Amber Cove.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that kind of knocked Half Moon Cay out the water.
Yeah. Just from the people on the island are always friendly.
Beautiful.
Never hear a bad word about anybody. We were on a tour, and there was a guy broke down on the side of the road. Our guy stopped, asked him if he needed anything, handed him some water, said, "You good, brother?" And then once they said it was good, we moved on. It was awesome.
He actually started the tour by saying, "We are a beautiful people. We are a respectful people. You treat us with respect. We're going to do this the same back to you." And it just kind of set the whole tone.
Oh, wow.
It was beautiful. It was very family oriented, and they were just so very driven. It was just cool. It was really nice.
It sounds like they just got that part out of the way and then focused on having fun.
Yep.
The Down Under Cruisers came on, so welcome.
Australia.
Orlando Mike, Daniel
Welcome.
Fields. I don't think I'm missing anybody
Traveling
else.
Gilberts. Welcome, Running
Oh, I
Teresa.
didn't see them. Welcome. I see them now. Sorry.
So many people are on here from the Degenerate Cruisers clan. So we do a Marco Polo. We are part of, on Facebook, we follow the Degenerate Cruisers on Marco Polo. It's called the Degenerate Nation. And we there's just a bunch of people on there. I'm seeing so many of them being represented in here tonight. So thank you guys for showing up, supporting us. But also it's cool how families can be created from different channels. And definitely the Degenerate family is a fun family. A lot of people share some good things. You get to really know these guys. A lot of them are going on a group cruise, which is coming up in October. They're calling it Speedo on the Lido. We are not, unfortunately, in that because we have our own group cruise that we are, fingers crossed, we're doing one on the Symphony of the Seas.
Our get-together cruise.
But it doesn't mean that we can't participate.
Oh my gosh.
We call it Project
Oh, that's
Speedo.
awesome.
So, oops, as I go off the screen here. So yeah, Project Speedo is real. Greg, try it on.
I'm not trying that on.
Sorry. So yeah. So and Project Speedo, you guys, is and it's really cool. Like the Degenerate Nation, we've really been talking about getting into shape. Obviously, you know, when you go on a cruise, you can gain 10, 20 pounds. It's easy to do. But
20 pounds.
you never know.
Wow.
You know, extra buffet.
You must be eating like really late.
But
Traveling Gilberts, you guys weren't late. You were right on time. So thank you.
But it's more of a thing to get you into shape, especially with everything going on. People are not as active right now. A lot of people staying at home. It's a chance for us to kind of have fun with it. You know, Life Adventures, we're talking about getting a certain kind of a Speedo. You know, I want the D&G Explorers with a big anchor on it.
A certain.
So that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to have to have it made.
Type.
Yes.
Wow.
It didn't happen.
It'll be hanging up on the floor or on the floor, up on the wall. I promise I haven't had a drink.
Wow.
Yes, right
Are
here.
you saying that you won't manage to keep those Speedos on? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying we're not going to do that.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought it was going in a completely different category.
Ay, ay, ay.
But it's more just to get in shape.
You're going to scare everybody off the show if that happens.
Family friendly.
Probably going to do a video called Project Speedo. David, you guys, Lorelai, you guys are doing every day. We're seeing posts from you guys. So great job for you guys keeping in shape with it. So good job.
3 times a day.
That's right. And we have to see those Speedos on the Lido on that group cruise because you guys are going on the group cruise, right?
Yes.
So it's the Sharon at Sea and also the La Lido Loca cruise.
Yes.
And there's like 400 cabins or 400 people which are on this cruise.
I know in our Facebook group chat or group page, there's 200 or more. And if you figure everybody at least has 2 with them, that's a lot.
Welcome, Lucy's Fat Life and Griswold Family Vacay.
Welcome. All right. So
It
do you
sounds
guys?
like it's going to be fun. Your guys' cruise.
It's going to be cruising is very addicting. So if anyone has never been on to a cruise, you go one time. We recommend do not go on a 3-night cruise.
Like we did the first time.
Yeah.
But it was Dizney.
And it was more of it's kind of like if you don't, what happens if you go on a 5-night cruise, a 7-night cruise, and you don't like it?
At least you got your money's worth.
Yeah. So, and that was why we aired and said, let's do a 3-night. And plus, I didn't know if you could
Sharon,
handle
at sea
it
travel.
with it being for sickness. I get motion sickness really easy, but I wear C-bands. I take Dramamine or Bonine, and I have no problems with any of the cruises. Greg is lucky enough; he might take it the first day, and he doesn't have to take it the rest of the cruise.
Well, I think for Dramamine, it makes people sleepy, doesn't it? And Bonine doesn't.
Well, they have non-drowsy Dramamine, so it just depends on what
I got sick our very first cruise, the very first day, and I've never been seasick after that.
But that cruise, your forehead was almost to the carpet as you were walking forward. It was that rough.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Wow. They must have had some bad waves or something.
Yeah.
It was rough.
I've seen some bad videos on YouTube where they're going through like 30-something, 40-something foot waves and furniture is all over the place. That's scary.
It was rough. Oh,
it's that time.
Do you know what time
so
it is?
bright. Oh.
Yeah, he needs new batteries. This is what we call the Spotlight channel, where we tell or ask everybody, we don't tell you, but we ask you
Put it in there
to please put that you're a creator. I can't think. So if you're a creator, please feel free to put that in the chat so that everybody can see your channel and everybody checks everybody's channels out. Wow. Thanks, Mom. On the live show.
Welcome.
Good advice, though.
It's okay though. No, I'm not getting a bikini wax.
Welcome,
Thank
Robbie
you.
and Alma. Thank you for joining us. All right. So we discussed this channel a little bit as we go along with it. As I'm trying to find, they always say, like on the ship show, which comes over, they call it the ship show because anything can happen on the live show.
Yeah, anything
For
can
us-
happen as far as
for
what my
us-
mom's just saying right now.
For me today, this is one of those moments where I'm just like, for some reason,
Yeah,
crazy,
and you
just
stick your foot in your
discombobulated.
mouth at times too.
I do that very well. Yes, I do. All right. So this channel is someone that we've become familiar with. If you want to know how to make great drinks, just have a good fun, the life of the party, this is a channel for you guys to definitely follow. And it is the Degenerate Cruisers.
Degenerate Cruisers.
As I call it. Thank you. So definitely check them out. They're so down to earth people. There's so many people that love them, but we've got to know them more closely through the Marco Polo app, and it's just great to get to know part of another great cruising community family. So definitely please check out Degenerate Cruisers if you have not had a chance to subscribe to them, show them some love and support, and you guys will be very impressed. And they know how to make some drinks. So if you guys have any parties going on and you want a great drink, these guys are the ones to help you do that. So.
Yep. And yes, Mom, you do have a good sense of humor. I just saw her comment.
All right. So I think I almost ended the broadcast. No, I didn't.
I'm going to take away your technical skills.
All right. So you guys, it's awesome that your channel is so much like ours. You're so much beyond just cruising. We obviously love Disney too. Do you guys have anything to say else before we kind of move on from cruising? Is there anything you want to add?
Cruising's great.
Yeah.
Just when you talk about perks, like with Carnival and stuff, that she is platinum. The cruise that we booked, the one of October,
I like to gamble.
she likes to gamble, so we ended up getting free drinks if we're playing in the casino.
Free drinks. I get the buy one get one for the slots tournaments and the
So we didn't have to buy the drink package.
yes. That's a huge benefit. We like that. Plus, I get the champagne brunch in the casino in the mornings and a couple other gifts. They give you cookies in your room and fun stuff like that.
Do all the Carnival ships have the green eggs and ham, the Dr. Seuss breakfast, or is it just certain ones?
Now.
They do now. It started on the smaller ships
Mhm.
just to test it, but they all do. It's $5 per person,
You sign up the day that you get on the embarkation
Yep.
day.
and it's great.
It's worth it.
It's so much fun.
Even if you don't have kids with you, it is so much fun. And the cast just enjoy. You could tell that they enjoy doing it. They are so animated and acting silly. And, well, they're missing their kids. And so they're loving on your kids. It's awesome. We really enjoy that because we're acting like big kids during the whole thing, too.
That's cool.
Yeah, and also like in Vegas, it's a great way to get some free drinks by playing at the machines. MGM, I was thinking it was MGM Travel. You guys asked what we use. It's I actually just got it at Lowe's. I actually travel with this. I have a book. It's a I think I have it down here. I'll show you what I put in. But this is part of my travel when I go because you never know what's going to happen. You don't know if aliens are going to attack or something. But part of this is, no, this isn't Sharon at Seas. This is the survival guide. This is in my travel stuff. as well as this. So it's just a little spotlight that you can do different things in, because you never know if you're going to need it in the middle of the night if there's a power outage or something. But that's one of my travel stuff that I like.
I used that light when I worked at Disney backstage.
Did you really?
Yeah, especially the red, so it didn't go out of the wings during shows. We had a red light so we could see stuff.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Papa Moza. Appreciate that. Have you had the fishbowl?
Yes.
That's a lot of alcohol.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Is that like 44 ounces?
I don't
know.
Well, I just, it's a lot. That's all I remember.
It was an actual pitcher because we told them we were going to go walk around and wander. And so instead of putting it in an actual fishbowl, they put it in a pitcher for us.
So we could walk.
Yeah.
Wow.
It only took two, shared between the two of us. We were gone.
Yeah, those strengths are strong. So Nurse Nancy's asking, what is it in the book? So this basically tells you how, in case of
It's when the
anything-
aliens attack, according to him.
Yeah, facing disaster. If you're out in the wilderness, it tells you what stuff you can look for, like plants and stuff like
What
that.
you can eat, what you can't eat.
If you're in an urban environment,
Bad idea.
they just kind of tell you different stuff to survive. So
He has this book, but when you really need it, he's going to forget it. Or he'll have it hidden, and I won't know where it's at either, so I can't help you with that.
He's going to get left behind. He'll be a peer runner, and he'll need that book.
You know, if you ran out of toilet paper, it could come in handy too.
Oh my gosh. That might leave some paper cuts. That would hurt.
Crumple it up first.
it looks like a lot of people are going to be trying the fishbowl on the cruise in October.
Awesome.
Yeah. The only way we would be able to get on that is if our Royal Caribbean cruise is canceled, but that's only like 3 weeks before your others. So
Royal Caribbean.
yeah, I don't think we would be able to make that one because we might not even get our money back by the time the other one goes. So we'll see. In the future, we'll be doing that. All right. So you also worked at Disney, David.
Yes.
You worked there for almost 20 years. Can you share a little bit about your experience with that?
Well, when I started, I was a prep chef in the old now, whatever they're going to call it, the play place or whatever, but the Wonders of Life Pavilion at Epcot. I was a prep chef actually on stage in the park, above the counter looking down on people making, since it was the Wonders of Life, we had to be all healthy with salads and bran muffins or waffles and chili and things like that. So that was my first experience at Disney. Then it was only for the Christmas season. So they go what we call recasting. Instead of, it's not a full-on interview. You just go in there to see what other jobs are open, and I could drive a bus. Or there was a position in wardrobe open at the time. So I said, well, I don't want to drive a bus around all day. Let me try the wardrobe thing. Got into the wardrobe interview with their supervisor. She told me it was entertainment costuming. And of course, my lights went on because my mom helped characters back in. She helped Mickey and Tinkerbell and Minnie Mouse.
She's 4 foot nothing.
Yeah.
So she was friends with them, helping them out.
Yes, yes. So I was like, oh, so I started talking about that. And by the end of that interview, she said, well, I'll see you tomorrow. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
That's a good sign.
Yeah. But worked at Epcot for 10 years. And the last thing I did there was the Tapestry of Nations, the whole Millennium Celebration. Got to take that to the Super Bowl in Atlanta in 2000 because Disney did the halftime show there. So that was kind of fun. We spent a whole week up there getting it ready and got to do that. It's opened up a lot of doors. I've worked for Nickelodeon and PBS. We were actually the last thing to film when we did Gullah Gullah Island. We were the last thing to film at the old, now where Blue Man Group is now, was the old Nickelodeon Studios. So we were the last thing to film there.
We just made a comment that it got dark all of a sudden. We're thinking,
I'm like looking at the screen. I was like, it got darker.
It's those aliens. It's the aliens.
Those darn spaceships, they're at it again.
so what are some of the highlights with you working at Disney? What was some of the things that you were special for you? Like maybe who you met?
Super Bowl was definitely on top of the list. That was amazing. Got to see an actual touchdown in the end zone, like right before the half happened. So that was kind of cool. A lot of the guest stars that I've met, like David Ogden Stiers, and just name dropping.
Brittany, Christina
Aguilera.
Your everyday people that you run into.
I've just run into. The test track grand opening for the original one, the whole media night. We had the Spinners and Earth, Wind, and Fire were there, and they wanted somebody just to be on the costuming side just in case they needed anything. Spinner showed up in a huge limo, walked out full on blinged up with their jackets on and everything. They didn't need anything. Earth, Wind, and Fire had been in the park that day, playing in the park. So they came, they brought their own wardrobe person. So I was like, do you guys need anything? He just needed an iron board and an iron. So we just sat there and we chilled out in the trailer for a while. And then they had to go on stage for their concert for the night. And they're like, I was like, hey guys, all right, have a good night. Have a good concert. And they're like, you're not coming with us? I said, no, it's a media event. We're not supposed to be out in the park. And all of them just turned at me and looked at me and went, no, you're coming with us. I'm like, okay. So I had to radio my supervisor, tell her where I was going to be. And I got to watch Earth, Wind, and Fire concert from the wing on stage in the middle of Epcot. So that was fun.
Awesome.
When you're a cast member, you're not allowed to ask for an autograph or a photograph or anything like that. So you were very hesitant to have any type of real contact with them. Yeah. So that was a big deal.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. It was fun.
Did you end up getting an autograph or anything from them without asking?
No, but they asked for him again when they came back.
Yeah, they did.
That's a good sign.
Also, I don't know if you remember some of the old ABC shows like Roseanne and Full House and all that stuff. When they would come to Epcot, like once or twice a year, they would come to Epcot for their shows. If you see any of the characters in those shows, I was behind the scenes getting them ready and stuff like that. So I got to do stuff like that. That was really neat.
And David got to help out the White Rabbit.
I got to be friends with the White Rabbit for a little bit. Yep. That was crazy. I'm in a Tapestry of Nations commercial with the big puppets. You can't really tell it's me, but there's one puppet that leans in real far. And I'm like, oh, that's me. That's me. That's me.
Hey, Bob and Ashley, welcome.
That's awesome. It's always exciting because we know some cast members who are currently working for Disney, and it's just exciting. It's always fascinating to hear behind the scenes stuff, and we could just go on and on for hours of your experience that you've had there.
Welcome, Spermerts. They like your hair.
Oh, really?
I'm getting
my hair.
Do you guys have a speaker on your end? Because I can hear me talking back on your guys' side.
Is it really bad or?
It goes in spurts. Now it's off.
I think it's clear now. Yeah.
Okay.
Jonathan Chong, welcome. Which Super Bowl? Who was playing in that Super Bowl? Richie and Vanessa Travel were asking.
That was Rams and Titans.
Oh, that was a good game.
Yeah, I missed it, but because we were doing stuff, we got to watch the replay later. But yeah.
But you got yelled at by who was it? You ate this shrimp.
Oh yeah, the press event for the halftime show. Phil Collins was in the halftime show as well, and we were at a hotel. Had this big scrim up for my guys to get dressed, and we did a press event. Came back. My boss came in and she's like, you guys did great. You guys need anything? I said, man, we are hungry. We've been here since so early. We were hungry. He was, I'll see what I can do. He walked away. Maintenance guys came, hey, can we drop this scrim? Sure. Well, by the time they're doing that, our boss came in and gave us a plate of shrimp.
Big shrimp.
Big old shrimp. So they dropped the scrim, and over next to the side, they had this little fake green room set up with chairs and stuff. And there was Phil Collins sitting there eating the cracker.
Oh, wow.
Like this. And I was like, where did you get this? He's like, right there. Off the table. We're like,
they stole the shrimp.
You stole Phil Collins shrimp.
Wow.
Yeah, that was We still ate it. But
Bob and Ashley just came on. They're driving, so don't text and drive. But thank you for saying hi.
Welcome, Tasia Travel. Thank you so much for joining us. We also have Uper Wisdom Videos who asked, what cruise are we going on next? We are going on the Symphony of the Seas, which, Greg, is what? It's
what?
What is the Symphony of the Seas?
It's the biggest ship in the world.
Yes, largest ship in the world currently. We are going out on September 26th for 7 nights out of Miami.
We're hoping.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So, yeah.
As long as it's safe.
Yeah, we're excited about doing that. So currently, we got about 10 minutes left.
okay.
We both have This and That, which is coming on, which is from the Disney side. We have the ship show for the cruising side. They'll start in about 10 minutes. So, but we want to ask that you're currently working at Legoland.
Yes.
Kind of what you're doing there, and with Legoland being closed, what have they talked about in terms of reopening? So,
right now I'm a supervisor in the retail side. We just 2 days ago got some kind of idea of what we're doing from our general manager, but they're kind of doing what other theme parks are doing. If you saw any of the stuff from Shanghai Disneyland when they opened, with the social distancing, the marks on the ground, wearing masks, temperature checks, things like that. Nothing set in stone yet, but that's what we're looking at. We're going to go department by department and actually come in for training. So every department is ready to go, know what they need to do, know what we need to do for the guests. They haven't said capacity-wise yet, but most likely it'll be a less capacity than we usually have. Even at our full capacity, it's really not that bad compared to the Disney parks.
It's tiny.
But any little bit will help just to get us back working again.
and what do you currently do there for them?
Supervisor for the retail side of the park. I have 3 stores that I'm in charge of. The big shop, that's what it's called, the big shop. It's in the front of the park.
Creative.
Knights Market, which is in our castle area, and the Awesome Shop was in the Lego Movie area. Those are my 3 shops that I'm in charge of.
That's always cool. I mean, I work in pet retail, I guess is what you call it. But it's always it's an interesting side of the business. And we were talking about how earlier, you and I on the phone, how a lot of companies don't take advantage of it. For example, when you're on a Disney cruise, they have so much stuff related to, sometimes they'll have it specifically for the cruise that you're going on. Easy there.
Oh, yeah.
But they have a lot of stuff that you can get if you're on the Disney Fantasy. You can get a lot of Disney Fantasy ship stuff. You can get Disney Cruise Line stuff. We went on the NCL Bliss. We went on the NCL Escape, and there was next to nothing that you could buy for that. Which, when we walked away, I'm thinking, is it just a Disney mindset? But we would have bought things, if we saw good.
It's that way in our park. We have a lot of stuff that says it's generic. Legoland Florida, white, blue, black T-shirt, things like that. We are starting to get I survived this ride, I survived that ride, and different things like try the apple fries, which is what Legoland's known for. It's a big dessert. But a lot of us have banded together to try to, hey, we need more merchandise specific for Legoland, if not even Legoland Florida.
Does Legoland have a lot of thrill rides?
We call them pink knuckle rides instead of white knuckle rides.
Okay. Because I'm thinking I survived this ride. I didn't think they had thrill rides at Legoland. So
we have a old wooden roller coaster called the Coastosaurus. Back before when it was what were we called?
Cypress Gardens
Adventure Park. That's I blanked. It was called the Triple Hurricane because when the big 3 hurricanes hit in 2004, you think it would have got leveled. Nope, that hurricane stayed up, and we still actually have that coaster, which is kind of a neat thing. But that's the only thing we have. I survived is because it's dinosaur theme.
But there's different roller coasters.
Yeah, we have 4.
Yeah, there's a hanging one, the wooden one,
the virtual reality coaster, and the dragon roller coaster.
Yeah. The virtual reality one's really cool. It's actually better with the goggles on.
Yeah, it's a wild mouse coaster, and you wear goggles on it. And
Oh yeah, I've been on ones like that, but I didn't wear the goggles on the one that was an actual roller coaster.
Tom in Vegas.
No, did we do that one in Vegas?
We didn't do the virtual reality.
Yeah, and we didn't do that one on the Revolution in Six Flags either.
Oh, that's right. That's right. There was a question Anthony Simone asked. He thought the Oasis was the biggest one. The Symphony of the Seas is in an Oasis class ship, and what they do is they make it 1 foot wider to make it classified as the biggest one. So the Harmony was the bigger one before this. I know there's the Oasis, and I don't know if there's another one in the class, but the Harmony took over for being the largest, and then the Symphony of the Seas is now the largest because they make it just a little bit bigger, a foot wider to make it classified.
There's always going to be a bigger ship on the way.
It is.
There's always a bigger fish.
But their next one is not going to be an Oasis one. It's a different class. I can't remember the name. I know Wanda was going on that one with the Zinganos, but I can't think of what it is. Something Quantum class is a new Odyssey, I think, is Odyssey of the Seas. So yeah, it's a lot of big ships, but they kind of went down instead of staying with the bigger one. So I'm sure some ship will come to take over the Symphony of the Seas soon.
I see a lot of people in the chat talking how they hate stepping on Lego. Try working in the park with it all around you.
In our house, they have to be put back up.
Well, barefoot, that would hurt, yeah. But I think if you're wearing shoes, you'd probably be okay.
You trip on
You trip on them.
They roll under your feet.
Midlife Crazy, welcome.
Welcome, guys. So we just got a few minutes left before the top of the hour. I want to thank everyone who watched us today.
Yes, thank you very much.
Fisher Funventures, we could be going on with you guys for hours. You have such an interesting channel. If you guys haven't had a chance to check their channel out, please do support these guys
and support everybody else on the chat here too, please.
Those of you, if you're not familiar with some of these channels, we have both Disney channels in here as well as the cruising community. So thank you guys so much. It means so much for us that you guys spent your time out of the day to watch us. You guys, how would you like to, or any last words that you guys would like to share?
Saturday.
What's
Saturday?
Oh, thanks everybody for coming out and supporting us and supporting everybody out here. Just a little side fun note. Saturday, we get to actually go out. We're going to go to Wild Florida Drive-Through Zoo. Yeah, I know it's drive-through. So, and we get to get out one time and we get to get feed the giraffes.
Oh, that sounds fun.
We're excited.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, it's happening. It's going to take time, but we're going to get back to normal. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
The kids have been in the house for 2 months. They're ready to get out and do something.
Yes.
Don't blame them. I don't blame them. That's definitely.
Don't blame them.
Don't blame them.
Well, I hope they don't blame their kids. Kids, it's not your fault. You're stuck in the house.
Those darn kids.
Welcome, the Plump Travelers. We're about out of here since it is the top of the hour, and there's some other shows that are going on.
Do you guys have a special way that you end your show?
Just see you next time. SEA. SEA, just for the cruising part. Yeah. We just want to thank you so much, guys, for having us on. It was awesome. We had a lot of fun.
It's been fun. So how we end our shows is I'm Derick.
Sorry, I was reading.
That's not how it goes. I'm Derick.
And I'm Gregory.
But if you forget our name, it's okay, because I'm Little Explorer.
I'm Big Explorer.
And as Walt Disney once said,
we are just getting started. Everybody have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.